All right. Actually, welcome everyone to session 44 of The Space Between.
That was close.
And we're going to start with a recap from Bo this time.
Yep, our session 43 recap. Bibara 2, Birthing Boogaloo. Y'all watch out for this branch now. Don't let it whack you. Well, it's my first time recording one of these out in the field. Normally wait to do it after, but it can be hard recollecting everything after the fact. And I should be just out of everyone's earshot up front here. Stayed up half the night waiting for Apple to give birth. Zeke had said it was going to happen any minute now, and I wasn't about to be caught unprepared. It turns out any minute now means she's going to have her litter in 4 hours, 56 minutes, and 12 seconds. Can't fault him much, I guess. All the timey-wimey stuff probably changes how you think about minutes. Still, I didn't want to leave until she gave birth. Couldn't leave her with just Glitter Boy to take care of her. But Eva mentioned that since Zeke's a time and space wizard. Oh, come on. It's wizardry and you know it. Anyway, he can teleport us right back as soon as Apple goes into labor. Then we can snuggle all them little baby bars and pop right back where we left off. Yep, got it all worked out. Zeke's time wizardry showed us nothing bad should happen until we either find the Kaiju Saurus or old Governor Mickey Mouserton. Yep, smooth sailing. How y'all doing back there? Daggone, that's some big snakes.
Well performed.
This is my favorite recap yet. I love it so much. Oh my goodness.
Zeke said nothing bad could happen.
That's exactly how that went.
Oh boy. Well, Robert, did you get a chance to listen to the recap, or sorry, to the recording and?
Nope. Sorry,
Alright,
it was a
well.
busy day with lots of calls.
That's cool. Then,
That's fair.
welcome to last session.
Yeah.
Not the last session, just
Yeah.
hopefully not.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
It'll be the last session for them snakes, though.
It's being
Yeah.
real optimistic.
Well, we've
As
so
well.
far, you guys got dropped on by half a dozen or so snakes, and let's see, you've killed off a couple of them, and injured a couple more, or maybe just one more, and yeah, I think we just got through one round. Well, I guess, yeah, almost 2 rounds, because we got down to the snake's turn at the end of the round here. Technically should have gone right before Zeke, since he got a 1 on his initiative, but I didn't notice that last time, so he got to go first. Of course, the snakes got a surprise round on everybody but Bo, so that was
Man,
that.
Zeke just has really good luck with those ones.
True.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Good luck.
He's a space.
I mean, he keeps getting to go first because of it, so I mean.
All right. Well, at the moment, in the chaos of bits of foliage flying everywhere and panicked crew members and coiling, writhing serpents, looks like, let's see, I think Cherry had actually she'd actually managed to throw the snake off of her, kind of slip out of its grip as it was trying to wrap around her.
It's because I moisturize. Insert hair flip.
But let's see, Zeke managed to teleport a little bit away from his serpent. Eva is still wrapped up.
She is still
So
snacked.
we're gonna start with. Or I went ahead and I did my due diligence and actually put the stats into a character sheet for him, so that get some official looking rolls.
The old snack sheet.
Yup. So, this is this is one of those things. It doesn't really have a good way to roll this, um, but since it is on you, go ahead and Eva, give me a contested. This is going to be a contested physical kind of check. It can be exert or punch with your choice of dex or strength.
Could we use no?
No.
Okay, cool. Go with that. Exert! Wow.
All right.
And I was just gonna ask if Pete could assist you with that, but that doesn't really help.
Yeah, and there's absolutely no point in re-rolling that because I can't even get that high. Did you roll
Yeah.
12? Oh wow. Okay.
Rolled a 10.
+4.
They just have a good bonus for that. They are constrictors.
Oh snap!
All right. So, this is 3 damage.
All right.
Oh,
And yep, it is now coiled much more tightly around you. And it's inhibiting your ability to move your arms.
All right.
Let's see. Then we've got Cherry,
Yes.
who is going to get 1 bite. Let's see. I don't know how this actually works here. Is this gonna?
Well, fine then.
+4 to bite too. Okay.
7 damage.
Rude.
And give me that contested check here. Sinks its fangs in, and it's going to use those as leverage.
Okay. Or what?
To try to constrict around you.
What? Are you kidding me?
Snake just wanted hugs.
Rude.
Are you in front of your character sheet where you can roll it, or
Yeah,
do you
I
want me to
mean,
roll
what
it?
did you need me to
Oh, okay.
roll? Sorry.
Uh,
I didn't.
so same as Eva, either an exert or a punch with strength or dexterity.
All right. Well, neither makes a difference. So, sure, why not?
Hey, look at you.
Mm.
Cherry really averse to this snake getting itself
She
wrapped
can't
around.
imagine why.
So yeah, she flails and fights back and manages
Respect my personal space.
manages to wriggle out of
Please
the
respect my
grip
snake
again.
boundaries. Dun, 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 dun. But read to disrespect your surroundings. But anyway,
Yeah, let's see. I meant to give you a -1, but you still would have won the tie, so that works out.
thanks.
All right, then I think we just got Yeah, let's see. Let me do this. Okay. Um, Zeke is scanning the brush with his shotgun aimed, trying to see what a damage you did when out of the bushes. Oh, all right. He maybe
He sees it coming,
yeah, I see it
jumps out of the
coming.
way. Now he's behind the
ducks
snake.
ducks back just enough.
No, you know he's gonna teleport.
Yeah, that's good fluff. Wow. Okay, it missed both strikes. Very nice. Very nice. All right, then that brings us back to the top of uh top of the churn order. Sorry, to Bo.
Okay, so I think I killed that snake that was on me, right?
Yes, the one that was on you got its head blown off.
Okay.
Well, that's fun.
So I guess seeing that Eva's having a bad time.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just Eva.
I'm just gonna, yeah. Well, there might be some preferential treatment here. Oh well.
Yeah, definitely not.
Also, to be fair, Eva is the most constricted.
Oh.
She is
Fire
actually
off
unable to
gun.
move her arms, according to Ben.
So what
That
is he?
snake.
So who's he firing? What's he firing at?
At the snake around Eva.
Oh,
Or text.
okay then.
Is that a bad idea before you start doing things, Ben?
Well, he kind of just up and rolled it.
he literally just clicked.
Yeah,
I
but
fired
you're
at the
DM.
snake around me.
But you're the DM, Ben. We're just gonna state
Yeah,
that real quick.
I know. I just yeah. So
We don't know if there are consequences that our characters would know about unless you tell us.
guys, is it a bad idea to shoot at my friend with a sniper rifle while a snake is coiled
Close
around
range.
her?
You let us both fire at the snake around our own necks. You
Yes,
set the
because
precedent.
you're pointing it away from yourself.
Not necessarily.
Eva's got a
Oh, no.
-1 shoot.
This is why you don't listen to the GM giving you advice on how to save your character.
I didn't give anyone the advice to shoot at the snake that was on them. I gave you guys some leeway, figuring you could figure out how to hold the gun and point it away from yourself. Now, I will give Bo the benefit here of the 19 that he rolled. I did not penalize him for shooting at his friend who is flailing and struggling against a snake that is choking her to death.
Sorry, Stars doesn't have any rules for penalizing attacks into melee. That's what Eva's in, right? Melee?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Say, in melee range with someone is one thing, but yeah. All right, so Bo manages a grazing shot on the thing, and Eva is treated to the sound of a bullet whizzing right past her.
Yay.
And yeah.
Sounds like great fun.
Yeah.
Shoot your friends.
I was gonna say, I'll I'll just say that Bo realizes as he did that the amount of flailing that Eva is doing trying to get the constrictor off of her makes it very difficult to hit the snake without also hitting her or just missing it entirely. um,
I do have a very important philosophical question.
Philosophical question. Okay, shoot.
Can you flail without using your arms?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're very confident in that.
I'm very confident as well.
All right, all right. You have kids. I will take your wisdom on this.
Yeah. To say, don't challenge me on the definition of flailing.
Well, especially the number of times that people specify flailing their arms.
True.
But anyway, yes, you can definitely flail. Source, my 4-year-old.
Let's see. Is Bo gonna be moving or doing anything else on his turn?
I guess he should probably continue to put more distance between himself and the snakes.
All
And he's
right.
also using a sniper rifle, so he's got the range for it. So
Yeah.
he'll
Let's see,
continue to back 10 meters away.
he reloads that on turn, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
reload with my gunslinger powers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna leave it to you guys to track your ammo. Go with the honor system because I don't really want to expend the effort to track everyone's individually. But
That was your first mistake.
I actually thought it would get tracked automatically. I forgot you don't have the enhanced roll 20. Okay.
Yeah, I need to look into that.
It's
I
not really
feel
worth
like
it.
yeah, I honestly at one point I was considering doing it literally just for that reason, but that's probably not. That's maybe a little excessive. I was like, it should be able to like. Anyway, sidetrack. Eva's turn.
All right, freed from snake, but not freed from future snakes and future bow
No,
bullets.
not freed from snake yet. Snake got grazed, but it's still on her.
Oh, I thought you said it killed it. Okay, I
No.
misheard. Yeah, no, I think maybe wishful thinking there.
Yeah, maybe so.
All right. Having a realizing the situation that she's in, and trying to put a calm face to it, she drops her laser pistol because that's not a good idea here. She is not a skilled user of that. And well, I suppose I should ask: is she able to? No.
Is she able to what?
Apparently, she didn't have her laser pistol. I think I still have her inventory set up from partly set up from when we went to the people because I don't have laser pistol or knife readied or stowed. They're both other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wouldn't make sense for an expedition.
It really wouldn't. That was a complete brain fart oversight. If you want to enforce it, Ben, I can see Eva having made that mistake.
I will. I'll allow you the laser pistol readied since you apparently had intended to have it readied. Let's see. The armored undersuit, fortunately, can be changed to readied without changing your encumbrance either. So, yeah. Now put the laser pistol on. We already.
The armored undersuit is already is actually on. It was the mono knife that is her handheld weapon that she normally carries around.
I'd let you have it stowed.
Okay. Alright, well, if she needs to go digging through her pack, she's not gonna try dropping laser pistol then. But she's also not gonna try shooting it again. She's gonna try and wriggle out of the wounded snake's grasp.
Alrighty then.
Exert again?
So, yeah.
Alright. I get to see its roll before I decide if I want to reroll, right?
Yes.
Nope.
Man,
Odds of succeeding on reroll 0.
Yep.
yeah. Pulling out some high rolls. All right. So Eva continues struggling to get the thing off of her, and she could move if she wants to.
Yeah, she's gonna try moving closer to where the group is retreating. Or
Chase after Bo.
what's that?
Or go towards Pete.
Or if Pete's closer, go to Pete. Yes.
Pete is closer. I was just laughing. I was like, Bo's trying to keep distance with the sniper rifle, and he was like, "Oh, Bo!" runs after him with a constrictor around her.
Yeah. No. She cries out, "Pete, help!" And as she's struggling against this thing.
All right, so she runs over closer to Bo. Sorry, to Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Is Pete constricted?
He is not. So he had a couple snakes drop down into the brush around him. One of which Bo had shot. One of them struck at him, and he chopped it in half. So he's currently not got any snakes on him.
All right. Well, he's gonna close the distance to Eva's snake and kill it.
All right. Well, he can do that on his turn. Cherry's up next, though.
Oh, I misread.
That's right.
I was on a different tab.
All right. Danielle, Cherry is up.
Yes.
She does not have snake on her. She got hers. She got out from hers and resisted it, trying to constrict her again.
Are there snakes on the ground or are they all constricting?
Yeah. So there's one. There's one on the ground, basically at her feet, which I believe is a -4 to using one-handed weapons on it. Sorry, ranged weapons. But yeah, that she's got one at her feet, it's the one that was just trying to bite her.
All right. Well, I'm going to run.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's a move I'm blanking on off the top of my head, but there's like a fighting retreat kind of thing or whatever, like a withdraw.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that and not have to take a hit from the snake. And so, which way are you running? Are you running towards Pete and Eva, or are you running towards Bo? Bo seems to be out of the. He's a little distance away from where you guys got snake dropped.
Wait, where's Zeke?
Zeke is a little ways into the brush in a different direction.
Is he being constricted right now?
Nope, he got bit at.
2 snakes tried to jump him and failed.
Mm-hmm.
I
Let's
feel
do that.
like she would be looking for Zeke.
Okay. All right. Let's do it this way here. I arrange you guys all more or less on the board. Below the travel
Where is-
distance calculator. where all your tokens are.
What?
All right.
Can you draw a forest?
No.
Then we wouldn't be able to see the trees. Can you draw trees?
Here,
Is
how about
there
this?
a path at all?
Here, you guys are in a forest. Boom. There's no
Oh,
path.
Was there
helps
any kind
some.
of? Okay, great.
Bo explicitly refused to carve a path for everyone, so you've all just been pushing through the foliage.
Okay, great. Can you tell me where snakes are right now? Like, there's one at my feet,
Sure.
but that doesn't tell me
Yes. All
what.
right, let's do this. Okay.
Little red squiggles will be perfect.
There's a
Oh,
snake
let me see.
there. There's a snake there. Let me see here. There is a snake there. On Eva's face. And there are no other visible snakes right now.
Or Eva's face.
Yes.
But didn't two of them try to strike Zeke?
Pete, yes. No, Zeke probably got bit at twice by the same. He got bit at twice by the same one.
Oh, okay.
These guys be
All
multi.
right. Well, given this information about where the snake is and where the other snakes are, Cherry, I'm assuming, would be able to tell that there had been a snake near Zeke. I don't know though. She would
Yeah, she would.
definitely run away from the snakes. So seeing that Bo had his gun out, that's probably the time she actually feels safest around Bo. Um, she and there are no snakes near him. She would definitely be moving towards Bo. So
Sure. She can run over, get close to Bo. This is not to scale
great.
at all.
I realized as I was trying to do that, I was like, wait.
Okay. Yes,
Welcome to our map where the rules are made up and the points don't matter.
objects may be further away than they appear.
Yes.
They also may be closer than they appear. Who knows? All right, so that brings us to Pete, who has a Eva
Oh.
gasping for breath and struggling against a constricting serpent.
Yep. He's gonna stab the snake.
Okay, I will allow that.
This is the one wrapped around Eva's head.
Yeah, I'll go ahead
I mean,
and
he can
take
also
a,
literally like grab and saw at it if you'd prefer.
I was gonna say, go ahead and just take a -2 for being careful not to cut her.
Okay.
I basically accounted for that, and since Ethan had rolled so high for Bo, I just didn't worry about doing it retroactively. All right, that is really just enough. So, yeah, Pete takes a hold of the thing's side, slides his sword in there, and is able to slice through it and pull two wriggling halves of serpents off of Eva, spraying blood everywhere. Yay!
Woo! Eva thanks him breathlessly but profusely and looks around for snakes.
You're welcome. Hell, pulling the snakes off into the bush. Or the single snake.
Alrighty. And it's Pete's turn to move.
I suppose you could move over to help Zeke if he needs it.
Yeah, he can see Zeke is still kind of like
Battling.
whatever. Yeah, battling. He's moving as though he's trying to dodge and stay out of the fangs of a snake.
Part of me wishes that I had the ability to just as a move action, do a throw, but that's not an option.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Let's see here.
Sword bot, sword bot, sword bot.
All right, let's see then.
It's still scary with throwing, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Still rolling for 2 invisible snakes.
Roll for invisible snakes is not a sentence I want to hear.
We know where one is.
Like, really, ever.
Oh man. All right. Let's see
Oh,
then.
Iris,
What are we
forgot
doing?
you ran outside, you dumb cat.
I thought you called the cat
I do.
Virus.
By the way, for the record, since this is being recorded, I do love my cats. They're just being aggressive idiots tonight. Well, one is being an aggressive idiot. The other one is being aggressively idiotic. So anyway, love them. Love them. No cats were harmed tonight.
Tonight.
All right. Okay, so first Zeke is getting bit at again.
Freaking again? Sorry, no Olin Rogers fans. That's fine.
What's his? Sorry, you would have gotten a chuckle if I'd been not distracted.
13.
13, baby. Well, look at him.
Hell.
Just with
Zeke's
his
dancing circles around this guy.
little supernatural luck over here. It's almost like the guy's psychic or something.
You know it.
All right, there it is. Max damage to boot.
To boot.
Well,
Or to boot.
Tabootins.
To boot.
You might die.
To boot and scoot and boogie.
We gotta be careful here.
Well, I should hope you're being careful. There's snakes in the forest. Speaking of which, let's see. This one. Okay, yeah, no, it hasn't. So this is for Pete. Is 15 enough?
Might be. Put my sheet back up. Ah, that's exactly my AC.
Okay, so that's 2 damage.
Ow.
And
Oh, he's already been bit. Okay. That's down to 29 hit points then.
yeah.
Meh.
And the other time just scratches his plating. Nice little bone on metal sound. Blech. Okay. And that's it for the snakes. Zeke is up.
Can Zeke do this other thing, Ben?
Oh, did you message me? I missed the message. Let me look here.
You said no to the first, and then I sent you a second thing.
Yeah, so because basically with his telekinetic armory, I'm willing to allow for some creativity in how the weapon manifests. Have you got the stat block for it in your on your character sheet already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it'll always do the same. Let's see. Oh, you've got ranged but not the melee. It's a little different for the melee. Could pretty quickly. Somebody else might remember more before I find it, but let's see.
Any
here.
melee weapon.
Any melee weapon. Okay. So
Very versatile.
do you want to just do a large one? You get to use your telekinetic stats for it.
Does the ranged or so? What's the difference in damage between ranged and melee?
So the thing with ranged is that you're at point blank range with this thing right now. So uh, that gets into how exactly like a rifle is the ranged weapon, and I just prefer to consider, treat it like the rifle for all intents and purposes, including the limitations. And since you've got the free, melee weapons anyway, I figure we just do that. So the large one has the biggest damage. So do you want to just do that one? There's like a minor difference in when they get shock damage.
Okay, I see. I see. I can actually see what you're doing now.
I think the large one actually has better shock against like a higher AC anyway. So
Sure. Yeah, let's just go with that. Call it that.
Funny enough, he can swing a Zweihander with no hands.
yeah, telekinesis is an option for the skill, and we'll use wisdom for the attribute. No burst, no encumbrance, and then that's that. So you
Alright.
should be.
Well,
I
Zeke's
didn't change
gonna
the note.
manifest a telekinetic brick and try and kill this snake in front of him.
All right, very nice.
Let's see.
Yeah, because that's the other part of it. It can be visible or invisible at the psychic's discretion. So,
Whatever is easier to manifest, I suppose. It doesn't look like it matters.
all right. However, because it is a melee weapon, deals shock against AC less than or equal to 15, which it
Any
does have.
alternate outcome to that failure?
I
Trigger
think you
damage 11 is probably.
you
Would that be a
could,
fail?
except the problem is that you have already done it on yourself today.
Oh, I have. Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly. It was for one of the roles that I guess would have potentially kept you guys out of this ambush. Yeah, hit roll, saving throw, or skill check.
Okay. So
But you did still sock it for 3 damage. And we're back around the top of order with Bo, who can make out these two snakes as they're striking at Pete and Zeke. Now these are not grappled onto or constricting anyone, so I'm not going to give you any sort of penalty for shooting at them.
Okay, so there's 2 free snakes to engage.
Mm-hmm. 2 snakes for free.
Can't pass up a free snake. Kablam.
All right. Bo fires into the brush. Shot whipping through, ripping leaves and little twigs, but it doesn't look like he hit either snake.
Let's see. So it does a unmodified 1d4 on a miss still.
Okay, nice. Which one was he aiming at?
Left
Left or right?
Left, let's say.
Righty. Very nice. 4 damage. We're to Eva then.
Okay.
Still got her pistol.
Does still have her pistol, but that's Pete's got it over there. She's gonna what action is it to dig an item out of your pouch? Is it
Main action.
It's a main action. Okay.
Pretty sure.
Change it from stowed to readied. I think you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, main action to ready or stow an item. Goodness,
Okay.
yeah, I'm listening to our cats go a little wild. About ready to toss them both outside. Let them cool off.
All right,
All right.
she is going to try and more composedly collect herself and move over to where Bo and Cherry are at, staying out of Bo's line of sight. But I'm going to
Oh, out of his line of sight.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, this system does not have a free move. Okay. Then I was
what do you
going
mean
to
free move?
hold or ready in action, but the system does not
Oh,
have a free move, and running is an action.
I thought a basic move was still technically free. It's just that running is not free.
No, run is how you move.
What?
yeah.
Yep.
I have
Um,
not looked recently. That is.
You you get a main and a move action, so you can't really do much with your move action.
Yeah.
So it basically is free, um, unless you happen to need to do one of the few things that a move action can do.
Right. Like stowing a weapon or drawing a weapon.
No, that's a main action.
Ew, I forgot about that.
Unless you have
I,
gunslinger or arms master or armsman.
yeah, my phone guy allows me to basically do it as an instant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Eva's just going
Mm.
to, having not been attacked by snakes on the way there, she is going to use her main action to, run closer.
okay. Um, yeah, I was gonna say I know there's like you can use your main action to do basically a dash as well as your running, but
You can
um,
convert your main action into a move action and then use it for anything a move action can do.
um, that may be a house rule,
I don't believe so.
but I'd be curious about that. But either way, Eva's gotten her main and move sorted out. I missed what she used her main action to stow or
Yeah.
ready.
Actually,
She.
Ben, it's a core rule. In place of their main action, an actor can take a second move action.
Mm-hmm.
Last sentence of the block. I'll post it if you
Main
want it.
action. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not as compartmentalized as D&D action and bonus action. It's just like I said, the move action doesn't do much, and
Alright.
converting your main into a move is effectively a dash. So I wasn't using my main action to do any ready nor stowed. I decided not to, and instead
Oh, okay.
wanted to move again.
Oh, okay, got you. Um, no, I mean, I really like the stars and number thing. I like how much you can do. There are quite a few things that are like explicitly a move action. Um,
There are. I'm minimizing it because the most common one is going to be the move, but there are
yeah,
a fair number of other things you can do with the move action.
yeah,
Yeah, I really like the stars and the number action economy also, especially the fact that aside from
Okay.
monsters, nobody gets multiple attacks.
mm-hmm, yeah. Keeps things simpler.
Hmm.
Cherry is up.
Okay, I'm looking at the map. Um, Carrie would try to shoot the snake behind Pete, thinking that she might actually be able to hit it without hitting Pete.
Okay, have at it.
All right. Is shoot with dexterity.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she definitely ricocheted off of Pete, I'm guessing.
So that's not a not a skill check, but an attack roll. Do you have the
Oh, yeah, good point. Hold on.
do you have it in
Sorry,
your
it's been so
weapons?
long since I've done this.
Yeah.
Okay, my weapons, laser pistol. I don't
Mhm.
know. It's in equipment. Is that the same thing as?
No, so up at the top next to skills, there's your weapons, and you just click
Oh,
laser.
yep, there it is. Okay. Modifier 0. That's a lot better.
That is a lot better.
Wow, yeah.
Yay, I'm not taking pot shots at Pete.
Um, all right. So yeah, don't hit Pete.
She
Um,
pulls out Barry and is so excited to finally get to use her.
um, yeah, she scorches a little line through some brush, but looks like she misses the snake.
What? With a 13?
Yeah, with a 13.
Yeah, he said it was about a 16, I think, to hit.
Oh, because
Pretty
it's
tough.
-4. It's basically, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
With one-handed ranged weapons. Got it.
Well, that would have been if you were at point blank range. But yeah, no,
Oh,
a 13 does miss, uh,
okay.
even at your with some distance between you. All right, Pete.
All right, Pete's gonna stab. Guess he's gonna stab the one next to Zeke first.
Okay.
No penalty since there's
Nope.
no snake on Zeke.
No
Boom.
penalty. Oh man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought.
but
Oh,
I'm a
what?
warrior and I can just make it hit.
That's true.
Nice.
I say you get shock. Do you want to just make it hit instead?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it hit. I mean, if shock will
Alright.
kill it, then I'll let it do it via shock, but like I don't expect that.
Okay, so you're gonna make it auto hit for
Yep.
9 damage. That will finish that sucker off. Blech.
Woo!
One more bisected snake.
You fell for my feint.
Mm-hmm.
Dodged right into the secondary attack.
All right, then it is Zeke's turn.
I'll try and smack another one with a snake killing brick.
You don't see any snakes right now.
Oh, I thought there was one behind Pete.
There was one behind Pete, but if you
Uh,
look over there, there is no longer a snake behind Pete.
Oh, that's
So we're out of
great.
combat.
Hmm.
Did he say
I
that?
think that's
So are
a
we out of combat?
pretty safe bet. Just wanted to give you one last chance since it was your turn. If there was anything reckless or violent you wanted to do?
Oh man.
You wanted to go running after trying to find the snake in the brush?
Don't listen to him.
You wanna you wanna do violence against
Exactly.
snakes.
I'm thinking of telekinetic flamethrowers.
Telekinetic flamethrower. Hey GM, can I have a telekinetic airstrike into that general direction?
Yes, please.
I mean, hypothetically.
No, I mean
Why
I
not?
don't really think there's anything I can do.
Okay.
Not within
Uh,
reason.
No.
the bounds of reason are always debatable.
No, I think we're just out of combat.
Okay. Yeah. There are no more snakes trying to strangle or bite anyone. And so you guys can all kind of regroup and assess the damage. How's everybody feeling?
A little scratched up.
Bit rattled. Yeah.
Zeke
Carrie-
is
Sound off. Everybody still got their important bits.
Cherry is gripping her pistol grip like it is going to single-handedly save her from these jungles. And she looks like she has seen something she will never recover from.
Zeke is right messed up and is recommending we go back to the ship.
And Eva is scared and
The city
diving.
slickers are saying, "This ain't it, fam."
Eva is scared and looking to distract herself with something. I think that something is the bioscanner and chopping a snake's head off, looking for the poison glands, if there are any, and checking what kind of antitoxin is needed. She has not realized yet that she doesn't feel any poison coursing through her bite wound.
He will sheath his sword, glance at Bones, and say, "That was fun."
Yeah, pretty good scuffle. Ain't nothing too wrong with anybody. That old Black Betty don't look like it can cure. He'll pull out his hip flask and toss it over. I don't know, who does he think needs it the most right now? Probably the Cherry.
Cherry would yelp and drop her gun, trying to catch the flask. Do laser pistols go off when you drop them?
No, not if they're in good repair, which yours is.
Yeah.
It does if there's a wayward telekinetic person fooling with it, though.
Robert, you shut your home wrecking mouth.
Right, though.
So anyway,
Anyway,
what am I supposed to do with this?
I think you drink it.
She would uncap it and sniff it delicately.
You get a little liquid courage in you, that helps shake the jitters off.
What does it smell like, Bo?
It smells like a very high proof alcohol.
Knowing Bo, it might be above 200 proof if possible. I know it's not physically possible, but
I'm guessing it's just it could be a medley by this point. Who knows what he's last used to top off?
It's a pre-tech whiskey. It's
It's
300
been
proof.
consistently the same beverage.
gonna put hair on your hair.
She pulls a face and she's gonna go, "Listen, I am going through enough long-term damage after this. I don't need your bathtub hooch to add on to that." No, thank you.
Just pretend there's some of them boba balls at the bottom of it and sip up.
Boba balls.
oh goodness.
She would look very tempted for a moment to dump it out.
Oh,
She just start tipping it, and then she takes a deep breath, and she just puts the cap back on and throws it back at him.
Say no. Few quicker
Helpful.
ways to get Bo and galvanized to action.
Helpful.
He will
advice.
glance at Bo and say, "Did you put acetone in it this time?"
Might be getting about there. It's definitely degreased some things for me. He'll throw it over to Pete. It's probably enough for you to get something out of.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he'll pour like a couple drops on, I'll say, some of the staining and damage spot, and sure enough, it'll get any of the grease and saliva off pretty good. You're like, huh? You need some, Eva?
Uh, what? No, I don't think they're poisonous. So
No,
we're
you
all,
need some alcohol for
no, you don't need to
calming
alcohol for
down.
This is a
poison.
terrible idea. Why? We
Hey
need to
Dex,
get out of this area.
give me a no check, Dex.
Okay.
Yeah, she
Part of
found
me
ven-
thinks
she
a
found
drunk
venom
Eva
glands.
would be funny.
Oh no.
Can you
Oh
imagine
no.
the info dumping?
Yeah, the ones of the snake that she more or less dissected are mostly empty.
Oh, they did
Mostly
have venom
empty.
sacs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That means that they might be in us. The venom, that is.
Could be.
Oh, wait, no, they are venomous. Okay. And she looks over at Pete, considering the offer of alcohol once again. Says, "No, I don't think it'll help with the venom." And
Venom.
Or rule it out.
you don't have to worry about it. Me and Cherry and Zeke do.
Oh, phew. Pete's in a sarcastic mood today.
Well, his what sounds to Eva like genuine curiosity, as she is going through the supplies that we have, either Bo's survival kit or the miscellaneous survival gear, supplies, and rations that we bought for this trip. She will start rattling off venoms and toxins that are known throughout the sector, or at least that she's studied throughout the sector, studied from books, that can affect machines and metal.
Question. Can we talk about what would help those of us who are not metal
I'm working on
Like-
that.
sooner, maybe?
Hypothetical, can Zeke oracle what poison or what anti-venom they might need to survive this encounter?
Not in so many words, no.
Can we tell if any of us did get venom when we were bit?
Well, it's about time. Everyone give me a physical saving throw other than Pete.
Oh,
I was about to say this go get interesting.
I'll do it for you.
Nope.
Has Eva been able to pull out the antitoxins that we might have with the Bo's survival kit? She is carrying Bo's survival kit for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened, but it happened.
Mhm.
It
I
was
think because I was
because
low
he-
on
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
carrying space.
He needed
Yeah.
to not be encumbered.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. That's right.
Let's see here.
And if the
So,
bioscanner, if her 12 on the bioscanner wasn't able to identify a toxin, then I think she would have just used generic. Well, not generic, but
Um,
whatever we have for this planet.
let's see then. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything in the survival kit like that. Um,
I think it's
and
a
I don't.
specific antitoxin or something like them.
Yeah, and typically you would need something formulated for the particular venom that you're dealing with. I think her 12 would let her know that much. Um, let's see. Yeah, survival kit. If I could get this stupid PDF to cooperate for 30 seconds here. All right. Oh, yeah, I don't know. There's med kit, I would say could there's a possibility that a med kit might have something that would help. Do
I
y'all
did
have
pack
a
five.
Hmm?
I was gonna say Comes to worst, I packed 5 Lazarus patches.
I could have sworn there was an actual antitoxin.
Thought so. It may be in Distant Light. I was trying to remember. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I'm
there
pretty
is
sure
one.
there is one.
Yeah, very well could be. Bazaar is like for a
Poison.
wide variety of infectious diseases. It might. It doesn't say specifically.
Oh yeah, native
but-
antitoxin and Distant Lights.
I mean, that's the
Okay.
sort of thing. Yeah, you would generally need.
Wouldn't
Does
that
it say
be
anything about?
wouldn't that be
Hmm?
included in the 300 credits of miscellaneous survival gear, supplies, and rations we bought specifically for Straya after we even did the research? Oh, what I'm thinking is tailored anti-allergens, which is not antitoxin. That's why I'm confused and thinking that there's an antitoxin.
Right. Yeah.
There
No.
is
I
in
mean,
Distant Lights the native antitoxin,
Yeah.
along with the tailored anti-allergens or whatever.
yeah. So the thing is that the information you were able to pull up didn't have like, uh, a basically a biological profile of all the creatures on the planet. It was relatively limited information.
Okay.
Um, I would say that you guys, I think you probably still have a little bit of money left over from that. I would say that covers some kind of generic antitoxin kind of stuff. That let's see. Go ahead and roll me. Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a medicine, or I guess what would be a heal check with
Mhm.
intelligence
All
for
right.
Eva. Let this serve for her.
Woo!
All right. Very nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nat
Let's
12.
let's say then. I think this would definitely suffice to exhaust the last of that slush fund, I guess, for
There's 100 credits left
miscellaneous.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I stutter?
I wasn't. You didn't seem to know how much was left before, and I wanted to make sure you actually wanted to use the full 100 of it.
I'd
All right.
say if you are pricing, native antitoxin cost 50 for what would be a dozen uses of a tailored antivenom or antitoxin.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I feel pretty good about this. Um, so I'll say that back on the ship, Eva has got some. She's got a kit that provided a sample of the toxin or venom in question. She could synthesize uh, enough doses to help everybody out.
Okay.
And she's realizing this, or she's remembering this as she's looking at her bioscanner and the little readout of the snake's head. As
She just got blood dribbling all over the bioscatter. It's used to it.
as everyone feels some pangs to varying degrees. Let's see. All right. 5 damage for Bo and Eva. 3 for Zeke and Cherry.
What? Dang.
Okay, Zeke's really not doing good.
Uh, I need to get back to the
Can
ship. Give me back to my workshop. Zeke, now.
I oh,
Oh, sorry, Danielle. What's Cherry trying to
no,
say?
it's okay. Cherry would actually kind of glare at Eva for a second. He's kind of not doing great. Could you maybe ask him first if he's up for it?
If I ask him, Zeke, teleport us.
Let's see. I guess after saying, "Oh goodness, that hurts like a," well, I ain't got a good reference point for it right now. It's hurting so bad. Here you go. I got some lift in you.
Like a badger to the intestines? People supply.
So you can fish one of those out of his bag and juice him with lift.
Who's he hitting with lift? Is that Zeke?
Zeke. Yeah.
You
Right.
might refrain from that, letting him do
Oh.
that immediately, and just take it back to the ship if that's an option first.
If
Yeah, he can.
if he's like dodging the shot of lift, Harry's gonna be like, Zeke, you're not doing great. And then mid sentence, you know, it's like,
Says, I'd rather use this on you than one of them Lazarus patches.
In reality, he probably has 2 ticks of that left before he's out, no matter how you shake it.
Once back in the ship, Eva, takes a blink to get her bearings where she is in relation to her workshop, and then grabs Zeke and starts dragging.
Bo chases behind him with the little EpiPen lift or whatever.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say you all
So
can
go on now, take your medicine.
easily enough gather around Zeke, and he can teleport you all back. So
I think
that'll
we
be-
were already gathered around Zeke, the image we were.
Okay, yeah, I figured
having.
so. So that's one for the day and one for the scene for him. Everybody took their licks already. Then Eva is heading towards her, I guess wherever she's got the thing stashed. Sounds like not wasting any time.
No, yeah, and she was probably doing most of her work at the workshop when she was studying it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So
Does Zeke let her drag him?
Oh yeah, I mean, he's coming along to see what you got.
right.
Waiting for Ben narrative. It sounded like he had something.
No, I think it's good. Guys are hurrying. Eva's got her. Say she had grabbed. She made sure she had enough of a snake head with toxin in it to use for the anti-venom kit back on the ship.
Okay.
So go ahead and yeah, I'll say this is a more or less foolproof kit. Repurchased, not some sort of home lab situation. So she's easily enough able to follow the instructions, even as she notices her hands are slightly less steady than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And she's used to working minutely with her hands, so it stands out to her. But she's still able to extract the little venom sac and start synthesizing the antidote.
Heck, working on things in the workshop is the only time Eva is any facsimile or even remotely graceful.
Yeah. Yeah, Zeke is I think he's sweating a good bit more than he typically would be.
He gets the first dose.
All
All of
right.
Eva's various anatomy, survival, wherever she got her heal from, her heal skill, always taught her you always give yourself the oxygen first, jab yourself with the antitoxin first. It goes to Zeke.
All right. Then she jabs it into Zeke, and it does have a has an immediate kind of tingling, cooling feeling for Zeke as it enters his bloodstream. But and it goes to work. And yeah, let's see. All told, you guys are able to get this whipped up and get a dose in each of you meat bags quickly enough that you don't have to make a second roll on the consequences. So for long, yeah, each of you is going through kind of an involuntary shiver as the cool and tingling sensation moves through your veins and spreads slowly throughout your whole body. Doesn't feel the same way in your whole body at once, but that feeling moves its way through, and probably a very odd sensation for all of you. I don't know if any of you would have had anything like that, anything close before.
How far would you say we were from the ship when we came back?
You all made it about half of the day's intended journey. So 5 kilometers, I'll say.
Are we going back?
Well, now we're probably getting close to baby borrow time. Maybe let everybody let their anti-venom settle.
Sorry for snapping at you, Zeke and Cherry.
Barry would look at Eva and nod, and then she's going to walk out and go to her quarters.
Pete will lay a hand on Eva's shoulder and say, "It was the correct time to take charge, Eva. Everybody's alive."
Charging feels bad.
Sure. But if you hadn't recognized what needed to be done and got us back in time through Zeke before he dropped, I'd be carrying everybody back.
Yeah, probably better than getting jawed on by some snakes.
You did well.
Thank you. That was intense.
Yeah. Poisonous constrictors, who'd have thought?
That's a very strange evolutionary trait. Kind of interesting too. Did we get enough that I can take some back?
I don't know.
I'm really shocked. I'm like shook that she did not actually correct him on it's venomous, not poisonous.
That's actually what I was waiting for too.
Pete doesn't care.
It doesn't affect him.
I mean, it doesn't affect him either way, with the word or the poison.
Yeah.
Venom.
Well, alrighty then.
Yeah, he was gonna try and preserve some of the venom if she can find any that hasn't already been, exposed and soured and all that. Basically ruined.
Well, alrighty. You guys gonna get some rest and recuperate?
Mm-hmm.
I assume.
Yeah, I think Eva does look over at Zeke and concur with Bo. Yeah, we'll stay here for the night.
Alrighty then.
Good. I gotta re-up my hip flask and my ammo. On top of making sure them babies get all situated.
Mm-hmm.
P will make sure to plug in.
All right, then yeah, everybody can settle in and enjoy the neutralizing effects of the anti-venom. And now Bo is going to want to be getting ready for Apple's imminent childbirth. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's see then. He's pretty much already got everything together. Was anybody else going to want to be around to help with the process?
Eva was planning to.
Who was in Zeke's vision?
Yeah, I think it was actually Bo and Eva. I don't know if I'm sure he told everybody that. We've gone with a default of he tells stuff unless he says otherwise.
Unless he tells us it'll happen in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, he did tell you, the player, that it would in fact not happen in a minute. Ben's rule still applies.
Zeke's got some he can sneak a whisper around the fourth wall every once in a while.
No, the similarities between Zeke and Deadpool are just getting too much.
Look, you've seen the movie, right? The third one?
No, I haven't.
No. Then never mind. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how much we want to get into describing the wonders of
The joys of
childbearing.
childbirth.
The babies are born and they are cute and cuddly. The end.
Yes, all of the. I will say. I will say at least that there don't seem like there are any major complications. Seems like it goes smoothly, especially with Bo and Eva's help.
Take the 101 Dalmatians approach.
Yes, they're all they yeah, I don't know who's in the other room pacing back and forth, but yeah, I know Eva and Bo do the midwifing, and there's no excessive mess or pain other than what is easily handled. And soon they come out with with a double armful of capybara litter. 5 little pups.
Oh, they're so adorable. Had to look up baby capybara pictures.
Of course you did.
Those totally look like baby capybaras.
Uh,
Oh, well, those ones aren't. But the Googles have found us some.
the Googles. Oh, they are cute.
They're really cute.
Avery took the 101 Dalmatians approach quite literally.
Found their names.
That's funny. Does Zeke suggest some names for the little pups?
No, he's not there. If they're not named by the time he is there, then sure.
I would actually think it would be hilarious if Zeke just like randomly messages them on the compad. Like they haven't announced to anybody that they've been born. Zeke just knows it's the time they've been born, and so he just messages them. I saw their names in the future, by the way. Here's what they are.
That would be hilarious, but I don't take that from Ethan. He raised them. Or will raise them,
Well,
rather.
showed up here at like the first and goal.
That's a hilarious slip of the tongue there, Avery. That just to me plays right into the whole timey-wimey confusing perspective of time stuff. When if Zeke were to say, "Oh no, I wouldn't want to name him," you know, Bo's the one that raised him. I mean, Will raise them.
Well, I didn't have ideas, and the Dalmatian name seemed pretty cute.
All right, if you want to play it out that way, then Zeke can just pull another card from the future and say, "Yeah, they were called this."
I think it's funny.
As
Yeah,
they were
do it.
debating. It was like, and you're gonna be Cappy 1, you're gonna be Cappy 2.
They can't be
And when
Cappy
Will
1
actually
and
picked
Cappy
real
2.
names for these capybara, they were Lucky, Patch, Raleigh, Penny, and Freckles.
This probably comes right in the middle of Eva saying they can't be this, and then saying some ridiculously long name.
And she's like, well, I'm not gonna let you name them all, penzo, ethyl, methyl, flannelene, or whatever.
But they're good chemicals and elements. What's this?
He probably would even name them like from Bo's perspective, left to right, like very very specific, so you knew which one was which.
Oh, I guess this is what we named them.
Well, us in the future couldn't be wrong. So,
I mean, maybe Zeke talks to them or something, and they tell him his name. So, no, he can't do that.
Zeke, tell future me to tell past me some lottery numbers once we get back to place where they do that.
Zeke responds, "That's not how that works."
Oh.
Well, I like these names. They remind me of dog names, though. These aren't dogs.
They kind of squeak like dogs. They'll grow into it.
Hmm.
Old little Rolly is rolling already.
You pushed him.
Oh, gotta help your little ones have a head start.
Circular reference names. It's fine, though.
There you go. All settled in. And good job, Apple. They'll hand Apple some apple slices.
Well, at least she's not upset with me.
Oh, I figured Cherry's not that upset with you. Probably more upset about getting bit, constricted, and poison, and all that.
Well,
Nothing a good night's sleep and a little bit of homemade antivenom can't cure.
maybe. Wait, that wasn't homemade, though. That was manufactured.
Oh, well, that's why she hates you.
You think I should have made it myself?
Yeah, store bought doesn't come with the same kind of love as a homemade antivenom.
I think she'd rather have a drone.
Well, that'd work too. I don't know if you can surprise her with a drone by tomorrow morning, though.
No, I don't have the parts
Unless you
here.
can, yeah, build out of twigs and stones.
Well,
Maybe you could grab one of them birds that nest up there, stick a camera on it. We got some duct tape.
it could make something work.
Steering might be tricky. Throw some seeds where you want it to go.
So, Ben. Oh, was a bad influence here.
What's your question?
Is there, no, that wasn't the question. That was a statement.
Oh.
Is there any way that Eva could conceivably build a jury-rigged primitive drone overnight?
Overnight.
Notwithstanding the her being tired and possibly under anti-venoms effects. I asked because the primitive drone is only 250. And so we've got the parts for that much at least.
Gotcha.
And there's some finagling with jury rig rules.
Yeah, let's see. So
Building new tech is the one on page 74 sidebar, is the one that's not just like building equipment, but is more like building one-shot stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say building equipment. I mean, you're talking about building something that does have a listing in the book, basically.
Yeah, the sidebar covers that though.
Let's see. You said on 174?
No, 74.
Oh, on 74. Okay. Let's see then. Let's take a look. See there. Building new tech, huh? Yada yada. So I'm gonna do something that's similar to other tech. Blah blah blah. Plausible seeming price.
I'm thinking just like a slow, fragile drone that can function on one expedition as a camera drone.
Hey, what do you mean by a camera drone?
Have the camera taking capabilities of a compact or tablet. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Okay, so comparable to what Cherry's got, as far as like, taking pictures, personal pictures and stuff like that. It's not gonna be doing surveillance or anything.
No, just something that's a little bit more range, because that's the thing that Cherry said her drone can't do, is it can't go very far.
Yeah. Okay, so then let's see. And yeah, I would say that's pretty reasonable for it. If it's gonna be a jury-rigged little thing that will, not do much other than be able to take pictures. Yeah, I think. Let's see.
It does set a
Yeah.
very, very wide time range there.
Right. But for something like this, I think overnight. I mean, I'll say in the evening. I'm not gonna have you lose sleep over this. And
Oh, you're kinder
plus,
than I am.
Eva's probably not gonna be allowed to to skip sleep anyway. I mean, and yeah, if we're talking just ramshackle little thing that will hover, can move around a little bit and can take pictures. I may have missed some of the context. Let me just make sure I'm understanding correctly what you're wanting to use it for. Is this like for keeping track of the capybaras, or?
No, this is an apology gift to Cherry.
Oh, okay. Wait, did something happen to her? I I was not listening to all of the role playing that was going on there,
That's
so
okay. The
apologies.
players are going to continue on. Basically, when Eva just kind of rolled over Cherry and ignored her concerns about Zeke and told Zeke, "No, teleport us now," without asking nicely.
Oh,
I
I got
think, at least, that's what it was.
okay.
I mean, if you want me to out of character specify, it was Cherry with still adrenaline from Snakeageddon, just seeing what rough shape Zeke was in,
Mhm.
um, and being upset with similar to like he's not a magic 8 ball. You can't just shake him until you get an answer you want. With Sarah Lloyd, this was a he's not he's not a magic teleporting machine. Like you didn't even ask how he's doing
Mhm.
or ask if he's up for it before just telling him to teleport us.
Yeah.
So it was more I guess, it feeling like Zeke wasn't Zeke was the afterthought and like not being treated like a human. Um,
Mhm.
that had her upset, not the harshness or the tone
Okay.
or time or whatever. And I think the reason she would, or the reason I wanted her to just nod before leaving was I think she understands intellectually that the timing was important, um, especially after the fact. But
Yeah.
it's just,
I think it was,
things
honestly, it
happen.
was a great scene. So yeah, well done. That is I am marking that as fave. Um, just in case I forget. That way I've got a verbal reminder. But yeah, so that's basically what it was, Ben, is we created conflict while you were off looking up capybara pictures or whatever.
Nice.
um,
Good players doing my job for me. I mean, wait, what?
and the drone was something that Eva had previously asked Cherry to take more extensive pictures on our expedition. And Cherry said that she just had this little drone that doesn't go very far and doesn't take very, take quality enough pictures. I think it was mostly the range and maybe the concentration. I'm not sure exactly what it was. But Eva
She's
said,
basically saying it doesn't do that. It's
yeah.
not that deep. It's not that great.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
Eva wants to try and build her a short term, meaning one time.
Yeah, I think she can whip something up like that with the I'll say the rest of the evening and maybe a couple early morning hours
Okay.
working out kinks.
And how many spare parts would you say that takes?
Let's see. Spare parts are what, 50 pop?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's say one is good enough.
Oh, nice. All right. Let's see. Eva does have panspectral optics. Was she able to tune the like the command frequencies to what she's observed Cherry using for her own? At least get it mostly within so that Cherry doesn't have to fiddle with it as much.
Oh, nice. Hmm. Yeah, go ahead and give me a fixed check. Why not?
All right. Why is it on wisdom? Why is fix on wisdom? What?
That was your doing, actually.
Oh, oh, that's right. I even wrote it down somewhere on my sheet.
Yeah.
Eva sleep roll 10 wisdom fix to find her bed.
Yeah. That's funny.
On a
So yeah,
fail, she
nat
falls
12.
asleep wherever she's working.
Well, a nat 12 fix. Yeah. So she can remember. Just because out of curiosity and well, yeah, just curiosity. She has paid close attention to the little frequencies that Cherry's you know drone bounces back and forth between itself and her compad
Hmm.
when she's when it's doing its little automated stuff and when she's changing stuff. So yeah, she's Eva's able to remember. It's actually a fun mental image of her sitting there in her workshop with the little transmitter, um, you know, tweaking it. Got it hooked up to a little data slab or compad or something, and tweaking values and watching the little transmission change in shape and color, and
Nice.
watching it visually, getting to watch its frequency change as she dials it in, and yeah, gets it to what, as she recalls, should be the right frequency.
All right. Um. Oh, she's not going to leave it on the ground outside Cherry's door. All right, let's go ahead and make a wisdom save here. Not wisdom save, wisdom check. I'm
As
I mean,
she's standing outside the door trying to decide what to do, Ryu shows up with 2 plates of hot food and looks a little stunned to find Eva standing there.
Oh, this is probably at like 2 a.m.
Oh, 2 a.m. Okay, I thought this was as what I'd put in roll 20 was happening.
Oh,
So my
no, no,
bad.
no. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 a.m. Fantastic.
We do it on my
Continue.
sheet, man. I'm just going to roll
sorry.
it with Connect because it's a 0. Oh, is that high enough for Eva to think, oh, wait, it's 2 a.m. I shouldn't go knocking on Cherry's door?
I mean, a mental saving throw with a hefty penalty for it being wisdom instead of intelligence does seem reasonable to me.
All right, we'll just do that. Well, the GM has called it. What is the hefty penalty? Oh, is it possibly -7?
It is not actually.
Okay.
And
All right.
Eva just cannot get past the thought that this is really not a good time to go bother Cherry in her room.
She does, however, Danielle, you were right about this. Eva does stand outside her room for like 5 minutes before taking the drone off to her room. And wow, Eva made it to her own bed on her own power.
That's cute.
Multiple small miracles in a row here. Alrighty, well, let's see then. We've still got some time, so we've got Eva's jury-rigged little drone. Capybara's born. Anybody else have anything they need to get out of the way at the end of this game day?
I mean, Pete's gonna need a bit of repair. He's scratched up and has no natural healing.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Does he just like sit outside Eva's room until she's done hyperfixating on the drone or what?
No, he's on his charger, and he'll probably just message her and be like, I'll need some repairs before we head back out. the snakes are pretty powerful.
Okay. She'll catch that message in the morning. I think she is hyperfixated, and she hits bed and hits unconsciousness. But
All right. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it shouldn't affect anything mechanically because it only takes 15 minutes to do the heal thing. So that was it. Danielle.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So around 3 a.m., Cherry would
Oh no.
go down to the kitchen and look for something sweet. And not finding anything that really fits the bill, she would go to the cargo bay to check on the little baby capybaras. And would probably fall asleep there.
Cute.
That's all I had to say.
Oh,
I was
say
just going to say that's all I had to say. Sorry.
Zeke's gonna try and telepathically communicate with the capybaras.
Alrighty.
Yep.
By the way, I was about to message you this, but I'll just mention this to everybody. I don't remember if I'd mentioned anything out loud about it, but you don't actually have the thing that lets you like practice with people over time and then get to where you can, you know, establish a telepathic connection effortlessly. That is another level 1 technique that you could get with 1 skill point, but you didn't have enough at your last level up to do that. I think you used your level 7 skill points to do the I think you went to telepathy 1 and you took transmit thought. So just in case I've said that out loud, I think I messaged it to you. Can't do that yet, but you can establish telepathic contact normally. You can transmit thoughts, and the recipient can.
Because I want to walk back Metasonics too, I think, and suspended manifestation. But we can off on
Okay.
that.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about that because I'm up for being flexible with that kind of stuff because I basically handed you a suggested list, and with that kind of stuff, especially if it's something that you haven't even used yet, I'm usually very happy to let you retcon and get something else instead.
Haven't and probably won't use. I think originally we were gonna go Metascion 3 and just then we walked back to 2, and now I'm looking at it like I'm never gonna use suspended manifestation. So
yeah, it was one. It's like there's some cool ways potentially to use it, but it's very niche and can only really work with very specific things. So yeah.
we'll use effort to just practice communicating with this capybara. Maybe like send it images of a big grassy field.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So he's going with telepathic contact. Let's see if I recall correctly. So of course it's a main action. So it is effort for the day, but you know we're winding down the day, so that's fine. So yeah, level 1. Let's see, where is the? Doesn't even mention on here everything. I don't know. Because level 0 is observing their emotional states.
Transmit thought just says the telepath can send thoughts and images.
Mm-hmm.
Telepathic contact, allowing
Yes.
two-way communication.
Yeah, so you can do that too. I was also just going to mention the base telepathic contact already lets you observe its emotional state, and it will the level 1, which is the deepest contact you can do, also lets you understand any form of communication made by the target. And if you have the right body parts to make the sounds, then you can communicate in turn, which that one, that'll be a little tricky. I don't know how I would, sometimes, well, so like with Brother Nick, was it with Brother Nick and even somebody else, we did with the Jakari, we were able to do some clicks and stuff. So I think Zeke would be able to make some little squeaks and
noises.
barks, yeah, if he were so inclined. So the capybaras are in the cargo bay, so he's gonna need to go down to visit them.
Poof.
Oof.
Poof, he's there.
Oh, poof, he's there.
I thought you said poof, like that's a long way.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, so Zeke is suddenly standing by the capybara enclosure. Is there anyone else down in the cargo bay right now?
Sherry?
What time is this?
If it's still 3 a.m., I think Bo would stay down there till he falls asleep. So.
Oh, nice. So Bo's.
He might be in the enclosure there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe capybaras tumbling over him.
Is this a late night visit from Zeke?
Sure.
All right.
Gotta establish some ground rules with these things before they get too old.
Tell them how things are gonna be.
Oh my! All right, yeah. So,
so what did we establish? What time this was?
Yeah, we'll say this is. I don't know. We'll say it's 1 in the morning or something like that.
Okay, so that's before Cherry then.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I guess if Zeke hasn't gone to sleep yet, so we haven't rolled over his, haven't refreshed his effort yet. So I'm assuming he'd be wanting to do this before he rests and refreshes his psychic abilities, because he's not gonna want to impede the next day's activities, whatever they may be.
Correct.
All right. So you're saying this is before Cherry, so it's
and
just
before Eva finishes her drone.
Yeah. So yeah, he can see light under. You can see through the doorway to the airlock, and then light under the closed door of Eva's workshop. And Bo is snoozing. Is Bo inside the enclosure or outside the enclosure?
He's in the enclosure.
Okay. So, Robert, that's actually a pretty fun picture there. Now we just have to Photoshop Bo over that. And we have the current moment as well.
Kind of amusing to Photoshop over an AI picture.
Yep. True. Yeah, I was looking for like extra ears or eyes or anything.
No,
But,
art flow's gotten really good. Was that version 3, Robert?
Might have been version 2.
Okay.
All right, but so all right, so Zeke is which capybara is he initiating contact with here?
The oldest baby.
The oldest baby. All right, that I believe would be Lucky.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, that's gonna be Lucky.
Greetings, Lucky. I come in peace.
Is this his telepathic thought that he transmits, or is this what he says out loud?
He's gonna say it in a way that the capybara clearly understands him.
Out loud, it's some squeaks and barks.
Got you. All right. So, All right, yeah. So there's definitely there's a sort of little capybara sound that communicates friendliness, and so yeah, he does as he does this, he's very aware because he knows what he's saying in the capybara quote unquote language. So he's maybe a little bit frustrated by the limitation of vocabulary that he can deal with. It's incredibly simplistic when his mind sort of translates the sounds he's making for himself into, you know, mandate. Uh, it's probably something to the effect of, you know, me friend, no hurt.
Can he just
But
stream images into his mind of like Zeke handing him like watermelon and carrots and grasses?
oh yeah, absolutely. Um, and so yeah, he can tell the little capybara it was kind of like dozing and sleeping, but uh it stirs a little bit when he makes his squeaks at it and looks at him and is a little it would it would be surprised, but then happy, and then as he transmits those images, the happiness increases, and Zeke would get back like an image of Lucky, like basically capering in circles around Avery or sorry, around Zeke. And Zeke is kind of a tall, dark blur that's not particularly distinct um, in the capybara's little mental picture. But then it's also followed with a image uh, the of Lucky, you know, nuzzling against Zeke's face, and the proportions are very off, but Zeke's face is clearly there, and yeah, there's some reciprocal happy thoughts coming back. Um, then also after a moment, there's confusion, and get a picture of Lucky like rooting around in the grass and squawking about wanting food.
Seem to have miscalculated slightly.
Zeke, unfortunately, has no watermelon on him at the present.
Okay, but there's got to be something we were gonna feed these capybaras, right?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say they've got some assorted greenery that they've pretty well devastated already, and Zeke is pretty confident that Bo's got some stuff stashed somewhere, either in his room or in any refrigerated stuff would be in the mess.
Imagine Eva all with her plans for the bin, not the bin, the pen, would also included some kind of auto feeder.
Okay, for now he's gonna say something to the effect of "Not yet."
Oh,
What I'm offering you is a partnership, and all I need is your charm. So mostly like sitting, swimming, just being adorable. Do tricks every now and then. But tell me things if you hear anything interesting.
all right. Give me a talk check with charisma. I'll let you do it with wisdom. Actually,
Give
this
us a squeak test with wisdom.
is
Guess we'll see if it matters.
Okay, not too shabby. That is still a failure.
All right. Let me see. Read exactly how this works again.
But yeah, let's see. So he's going to sense sadness and more confusion, but mostly sadness.
Can he? No, I guess that would be. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that.
Would you like would you like to phone a friend?
Could he sense the need for some watermelon?
He could absolutely do that.
All right. He's got some watermelon. Okay.
I like how this capybara was just born a couple hours ago, and Zeke's like, "Hello, my newest recruit."
You shall join my army.
Criminal no one expects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like,
okay.
all right.
He's gonna pay dividends early to this little capybara.
All
Swing.
right. Yeah, he realizes that his original plan did not quite account for how little this newborn capybara could understand the concept of delayed gratification, quid pro quo, and espionage. So he judiciously decides to start with a more simplistic approach of just winning the thing over and making it love him. And the more complicated stuff will come later. So yeah, Lucky will happily.
First comes love, then comes the melon, then comes the espionage and quid pro quo with the Zeke psychic man. Wait, that's not how that went. Hold on. No. Who gave me the script? We have some differences.
He planted a solid seed there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think whipping out a watermelon, and this is while all his little brothers and sisters are asleep, and so he happily bounds over to the little edge of the enclosure and voraciously eats whatever Zeke is, handing through the bars to him. And he's getting a glowing sense of joy and satisfaction from the little capybara.
Well, as soon as the capybara isn't paying attention to him anymore, he's not there.
Oh no.
All right. Where is he now?
No.
He went back to his room. He did what he was there to do.
All right. Yeah, and he, I believe, he would still feel the little glowing happy thoughts coming from Lucky's mind.
Bro, you've got a connection with a capybara now.
For several more minutes, and he would eventually so he could transmit back and forth some more if he wanted to.
No, he's gonna leave him on that happy note.
All right. Then he can either end the contact himself or let it fade. It fades on its own after 15, 20 minutes or so.
He may enjoy the happy stream of this cute little capybara enjoying the watermelon.
Yeah,
like radio in the background.
This is my favorite
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's almost like a nice little background drip of dopamine. Just jacked straight in. But very nice. I think that's a good stopping point for us. We are at 11:30. And we are at a total of 48 experience points after tonight's session. And we'll go ahead and start wrapping up with the favorites. If I can go find those. Here we go. Excuse me. It looks like we have me first tonight.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wow.
that was loud. I'm not sure who we're getting the echo from there. Okay, my favorite for the set. Oh boy. Let's see, I've hardly had time to think about that. Some strong contenders. I think that. Oh boy. How to put it? Hmm. I think Eva's careful planning and quick thinking
Hey.
are going to be noteworthy for my phase session. Of course, having some of them having been sort of I guess similar to retconning, but having the unspecifically allocated money be there was a good planning point. And just in the moment, Eva's immediate move to start figuring out the anatomy of that snake may well have saved you all some pain.
Put it lightly.
Got everyone back on the ship ASAP and getting dosed up. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I may have a second if we get through and nobody mentions my other one. Danielle.
If I can skip, that'd be great. I'm still
Alright.
trying to figure out.
Dex, you're
what I
next.
want to do.
Cherry's nuanced reaction to how Eva handled that situation. I one of the things I love about roleplay the most is seeing, things kind of realistic, and that felt really real without being too real.
Mm.
I also really adored. I called it a brawl, just for reasons you'll soon understand. The Bara Bin brawl, cause that was just cute.
I don't know if I'm parsing correctly what you said.
Bara
Bara.
Bin brawl.
Okay.
And Bara should probably have an apostrophe in front of it, although I have recently learned that that is no longer required.
Really?
For certain common ones. I think it probably would still be for the abbreviation
Okay.
there.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I was gonna say I know some of those shortenings have probably become so commonly used that they are now words in their own right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how did I miss this? The baby Bara bin brawl. There we go. I'm done.
Attempting the portmanteau, huh?
No, alliteration.
Oh.
So yeah, what I was that in part of the scene that I
Uh,
was
just everybody kind of like metaphorically brawling for cuddles and time with the
oh,
baby bars.
I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, that was good times. It's fun to see the things that the players they I guess not I wouldn't say fixate on, but give more attention and time to.
Right.
Speaking of which, it's Ethan's turn.
Uh, so naming the capybaras and a strictly Discord related, the growing number of snakes and animals in our voice chat.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
It was almost a complete line of snakes, but the bars have been pushing them back slowly.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's quite a little quite a competition going on there. All right, Robert, what about you?
Oh, I guess our first fight. Fight.
Fight.
Um,
Fight.
but also so the drama.
So the drama.
Oh man. Yeah, and Pete actually was extremely instrumental in that first fight.
Yep, apparently.
Saying you
There was much stabbing.
there was, and fortunately you got to be there for the majority of it anyway.
There was much rejoicing. Yay.
Now to Avery.
Okay, I'm trialing this name out. The Squekret service.
Oh my word.
Squekret service.
I love it. That's my new favorite.
Oh, session title it is.
Yeah.
For real.
That is yep, that's quite well done, Avery. Bravo. From one dad to another.
Nice.
Wow.
My
God level up.
I mostly want to use Jedi mind tricks to get them to do tricks.
Oh man. Yeah, that was definitely my other favorite, I think. And I was trying to think how to put it, but um
I think that's it right there.
yeah, that's a very good way to that's a solid way to put it. I'm going to say Zeke trying to bribe a baby capybara.
No. It needs to be newborn capybara.
Newborn, true.
How many days is 2 hours in capybara years? That's like a lot of math. Never mind.
your NSA agent right now, just like, what is he doing? Just Google search.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely gonna still be less than a day. They're not it's not like they live that many times shorter lives than ours. All right, and then back to Danielle.
Favorite was probably Eva being a captain.
Nice.
It was a very good moment of decision.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no hesitating there. Alrighty then.
She's growing up. They're all growing up.
Yeah. Sometimes it just takes getting ambushed by venomous constrictors to bring it out in you. Sure that.
Sometimes it's finally shooting your pink shiny gun, and sometimes it's giving orders when it's hard.
There's a cross-stitched pillow in there somewhere.
That's what that's where she puts the gun when she's done. Cross-stitch pillow in her room.
I was thinking that was a perfect AI prompt for Robert, but now I'm not so sure.
Oh man.
Nah, I was having too much fun with Cherry and the capybara sleeping.
Yeah, true. Oh yeah, there's another. Well,
it really has trouble with capybaras unless it's like illustration. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Well, I was just gonna say, I think that's it. We've got our XP, and I think we'll start the next day, next session.
All right, and we already have something to start it with.
Oh, are you going to repair Pete?
Well, that yes, but also the drone.
Yeah, have a nice little scene with that. Yeah, I was gonna say we'll handle the recouping X with hit points and system strain and all that stuff next session.
I'll go ahead and end the stream.
Yeah.